Naked Shamanism. Welcome to With Insights Radio. I'm your host, Iggy Garcia. I will take you on a journey across the universe through shamanism, metaphysical, and holistic. So sit back and relax and enjoy the show.
Well, welcome to the Mind of Iggy. I'm just here talk to you for a little bit just about what's going on and what's happening and what's rolling around in my head. I'm not going to be one here to say that this is the way and this is how you should do it. But for me, when I go out in public, if I have to wear this in a public setting, I will wear it. If I'm walking through the park amongst other people who are not wearing their masks, I won't wear it. I will honor and respect that fact. But other than that, that's about where it goes. I don't necessarily think that we supposedly need to wear them every single moment of your life. Because that's not what I'm going to do, but it's your choice. You do what you got to do. I respect that. I honor that. Respect mine that I don't want to wear it sometimes or choose not to. That's where we're at today. The respect factor. Who's right, who's wrong? Who has the right information? Who doesn't have the right information? Where are you getting your information? From science? From religion? From YouTube? From your next door neighbor? From a meme someone posted? We're getting inundated with information. Granted, I know that. I understand that. But here's my point. Y'all weren't around when the Spanish Inquisition was around. Neither was I. But they had an agenda. They had an idea of what they wanted done in order to push their agenda forward. And the Spanish Inquisition was pretty clear. Convert or don't, right? If you don't convert, pretty much you were cast away or you were killed. That's just a short end of it. There's probably more complicated than that. Now, what I'm going to say, you're either going to agree or disagree with me, or you're going to be very upset with me, or you're going to be indifferent. You just be where you need to be. Shouldn't change the fact that we can still be friends and still get along because we have different points of views. I was raised Catholic. The majority of you that I know are not Catholic. Some of you are against religion and its structures. I'm not necessarily against all parts of it, but just parts of it. But yet we still get along. We still find a way to get together. Some of you prefer to eat certain types of foods. You know, some of you are vegetarians, vegans, some of you are meat eaters. And yet, we all still find a way to get along. We all still find a way to make it through it, regardless through all the aches and pains and things that happen. We still find a way to get along. But for some reason, now that we've come into the situation with this virus and this pandemic, a majority of us are finding ways not to get along. Not to understand our fellow human and understand why they feel the way they do on either side of the fence. This isn't me defending one or the other. This is me giving you an observation of what I see and how I feel that the world is doing to one another. Is it possible that we could be in a science inquisition where science has the mandate in pushing the agenda forward? Maybe. Who knows? Do I have proof of that? Not at this time. Does big pharmacy have an agenda to push their agenda forward? Possibly. Maybe. Do I have the proof for that? Not at this time. But it does feel like we are being pushed into campaments of either you're going to be vaccinated or not vaccinated, you're a masker or not a masker, you're anti-vax. We're all kind of being pushed into these different groups. But yet, we all can still get along because we have other ways of thinking about things. But when it comes to this thing, for some reason, we've thrown it all out the window. We just decided that you're wrong, I'm right, you're wrong. F you, F that, F whatever. And yet, I don't want to end up like that person. Or this person. And look, I coughed. Everybody freaks out when you cough now. So it's like, we would come to this place. I posted something about, am I a hero if I take the flu vaccine? Well, there's many answers to that. Probably not. But if I take the COVID vaccine, for some reason, I'm a hero. I've saved lives. I've become this person that is doing the right thing for society. Yet, I don't understand that mentality and that thinking. If I don't take the vaccine, then I'm killing someone or something or anyone, which quite frankly, I disagree with. We've lived with flus, we've lived with viruses, we've lived with so much crap in our lives, and here we are. All of a sudden, now we're bad because we're in a pandemic situation, and we don't want to go along with the common agenda of what's been put in front of us. This is a time for people to think about what they truly want for themselves. If you want to take the vaccine, take it. I'm not judging you. I don't care. But if I don't take the vaccine, don't judge me for not wanting to take it. It's my business. It's my body. It's what I choose, what I feel is best for me. It has nothing to do that I want to kill you or your family or whatever. That's the hogwash they feed you. I'm sorry, but I disagree with that statement when they tell you that. Right? If you believe that, something wrong with you, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I participate. I wear my mask like most people do. Because you always want to take and reduce the risk, right? But listen, if you're watching this and you're alive, the chances are you're probably going to be alive tomorrow. You're probably going to be alive the next day. None of us get out of here alive. None of us escape death. But we can't live in this fear-mongering society right now that's becoming. Oh, Iggy, you don't understand. This virus is going to kill everyone. And it may kill everybody, yeah. Now, is the vaccine tested? Is the vaccine working in our favor? I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I can't give you that information. I can only give you reports of people who have either done well or people who have died from it or people who have gotten really sick from it. Nobody knows anything. Science is a very tricky animal. Those of you who really believe in the religion of science, in any religion there's fanatics. In any religion, be it science, be it Christianity, Hinduism, Buddhism, whatever you want to call it, wherever you want to go. Shamanism, whatever. You always have your fanatics and you always have your people who are going to be a little more extremist about it. Science is no different. There are all forms of sciences. This is how I do know that. Science has many levels and many branches and many ways of looking at things. Vaccine is not the only answer to save your life in this moment. Some of you choose to take it because that's the easiest way and the easiest route out. And you hope that it eradicates and it's done. There's other ways to do it. Through healthy eating. There are others who promote supplementing. There are others who promote other types of cocktails of stuff. But are we ignoring them? Yes, we're ignoring them because this is all about money. This is all about the greenbacks. And yeah, we're all playing a big part in the greenback game, okay? Because if you believe something long enough and you get fed a lie or a truth, you're going to believe it. You're going to understand it. And you're going to buy into it. And it's going to be real for you. So it doesn't matter. If you think God lives in the heavens and God lives in the clouds, you're going to believe that because that's what you've been raised on. That's what you've been told. If you believe there's a hell and you'll burn there if you don't do the right things, you believe that. If you don't believe in anything, then you have to believe in everything. Because to not believe in nothing is to understand that you have to understand that something out of nothing came from somewhere. So that's the biggest belief you have to hold. That's the biggest thing you have to grasp onto. But yet your out is that, we just die. Then why vaccinate, right? If you believe that we just die. Why do all those things? But my point here today is science also needs to be monitored. Who monitors the scientists? Who monitors these people? Who are these groups? Who are these people? How does it all work? Boy, if I know anything about politics, which I ran for office in 2004, trust me, Trust me. There's a lot of stuff we don't see in the in the bright light. We don't. It's just not there. We're not supposed to see it. We're not allowed to see it. We're not privy to see it. So, science is a religion. Science is something that people believe because they see the absolute of it. They see the results of it. But science also is a manipulator. Big Pharma is also a big manipulator. When they find a cure for a disease, they buy it or shut it down because they created the funding for it. Listen, I'm not making this up. Just watch 60 Minutes from time to time. Or go on YouTube, and punch up 60 Minutes, Big Pharma. Some of these videos are gone. Some of these videos are there. But listen, there's so much information there. There's so much stuff out there. But I'm going to tell you, there's also ways naturopathically that you can live. There's ways that you can heal your body if you just do the work. And most people don't want to do the work. Most people just want to take a shot and it's done, it's over with. And I get that. And I understand that. And I respect that you want to be alive and you want to survive. But no one, like I said earlier, no one escapes death. So are you going to live in fear? Are you going to live in this moment where everything is a shutdown, everything is a lockdown? Is that how you want to live? Is that how you want to raise your children? Your grandchildren? I don't know. That's up to you. I can't decide that for you. I know personally how I can do. I can't even tell my own family what's best for them. They will always make their own decisions, and that's the way it should be. But here's the thing. I don't like the damning. I don't like when people put down other people because they choose not to take this vaccine. And I don't like also when people who don't take the vaccine also damn the people who take the vaccine. It goes both ways. We can't have our cake and eat it too. If you don't take it, fine, don't take it. But here's my issue. Now I'm a hero because I take the vaccine. What the hell's that? That's like handing out 4th place, 6th place, 7th place trophies. I don't agree with that. That's just my agreement. This is just my mind. Remember, this is about what's rolling around in my head. This isn't what's going out, what the world's telling me. This is how I'm processing this. We all process this differently. Is COVID real? Of course it's real. Does it affect everybody differently? Of course it does. We should know that. The flu affects everybody differently. Tuberculosis affects everybody differently. The mumps affect the people differently. Polio affects everybody differently. Smallpox affects everybody differently. But most people don't know science. Most people don't study science. Most people won't do the research. I've done minimal research. I can't say I've studied it all. But we are composed of virus, bacteria, germs, and fungus. That's inside of us. Those are the building blocks, the components of life to help us live, to help us break down, to help us return to the soil. Because that's the way it's supposed to be. Now, how you choose to live your life is up to you. It really is up to you. But don't hurt each other. I guess that's my message. Don't hurt each other. Don't praise one group because they're doing something that seems right because science is promoting it that way. We all take risks. Every day we step out the door, every time we go to the store. And then we label all these people. We make these people bigger than life because that's how they latch you. That's how they grab you. When a doctor becomes a doctor, he knows the risks, she knows the risks. When a nurse becomes a nurse, she knows the risks, he knows the risks. Does that make them a hero? It just makes them human, doing their job. Doesn't make them superhuman. Frontline workers, let's adore them. That's your job. That's what you chose to do for a living. Okay? So it's not because you're some magical being, with a horn on your head, that all of a sudden we have to worship you. No, we thank you for your service. But that's your job. That's what you're supposed to do. Just like me. That's my job. When I go mow a lawn or wash a window or do a shamanic practice on somebody, that's my job. That's my calling. Just from spirit. Doesn't make me a hero. It doesn't make me any bigger. It just makes me part of the wheel, part of the system. But we glorify all these things because we want people to go, oh, wow. And as soon as frontline workers didn't want to take the vaccine, they weren't like glorified anymore. They got ignored. They didn't report about them. They wouldn't interview them on TV because why? Because they're human. They have fears too. They have emotions too. They see shit every day. They see stuff all the time. You know, they see the things we don't see. But tell me, how many people have you talked to who are frontline workers who have told you that they're afraid? And they should be afraid, because you know what? Being in those environments, be exposed to that stuff, yeah. But it's our jobs. Whatever we do in life, whatever we decide to do, however many hours we decide to put into it, is our job. Is what we destine ourselves to do in that moment. You know, the garbage man is very vital too. He comes here, picks up your crap, throws it away, and he takes risks. She takes risks every day to being contaminated with this virus too, right? Throwing away your garbage, throwing away your snotty rags, your dirty diapers, your wet wipes that you throw away. Does anybody ever talk about them? No, that's my point. That's my point. We put too much emphasis on things because that's what science wants us to see. Science wants us to see the glorification of science, the glorification of modern medicine, the glorification that you need us, we need, without us, you are nothing. This is my thought, okay? This isn't from a book. I didn't read this anywhere. This is how I'm processing this stuff. Am I jealous? Someone asked me if I'm jealous. Why would I be jealous? Something to be jealous of. We take a tetanus shot. No one gives me an award for that. I take a flu shot. No one gives me an award for that, which I haven't taken a flu shot. And I haven't taken a flu shot in years. Tetanus shot, yes. Pneumonia shot, yes. H1N1, I had to take when I had to go to Peru, yes. But no one was bannering me around or wheeling me down the freaking stairwell and saying, hey, congratulations, you just saved lives. All of a sudden, this has become this propaganda machine, this beautiful machine. This beautiful machine to, like, hoodwink us into thinking. Some of you are looking at this going, oh my God, Iggy's just gone crazy. No, I haven't gone crazy. I'm thinking. My mind's rolling. My mind's moving. I don't just go along with the status quo. If you think that of me, then you don't know me. You're mistaken. I'm the first person to question holistic practitioners. I'm the first person to question shamanism. I'm the first person to question doctors. If you watch my shows, you know this already. I'm the first person to challenge anything. Because that's the way it should be. You should be able to challenge things. You can't just take information and go run with it unless you truly want to run with it. But I'll tell you, it's a science inquisition right now. Science wants to be the dominant force on this planet. Always has been. And science has done some amazing things. And I'm not here to bash science. I'm just here to let you know there's more ways to science. There's more answers to science than the ones that you actually get. Just like they say, there's plenty of ways to get to God. There's plenty of ways, all religions all manifest to God. Well, science works the same way. There's multiple ways to get to solutions in science. There's not just one way. We just use the most feasible way because that's the way we make money. That's the way we get into what we have to get into. But science has amazing discoveries. When science wants to do the right thing and give it to the people, they will. But when science and big pharmacies and big corporations want to control things, they will manipulate the markets. They will manipulate everything. But no, people don't believe that. No, Iggy, why would they do that? They have families. They don't give a shit about you, okay? All they care about is money, and that's it. If you haven't figured that out yet, my gosh. The big karma tank's coming down everybody's path on that one. We're all here in this moment in time. We're all here in this moment in time to experience whatever we need to experience. We chose to be here. Now, do what's best for you. Do what's best for your families. Do what's best for your significant others. You know, you want to parade yourself around on Instagram or Facebook because you took the shot, then do it. inspire somebody else, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to parade. They want you to take the shot. Oh, look at me! I take the shot. I saved my whole family, and you've been alive for a whole year. All of you, and some of you, unfortunately, got sick and passed. I have good friends. I have good family members who have passed away, but no one really truly knows exactly what happened and how it happened and why it happened. It just happens. Some of us have made the decision that we wanted to check out in this time. Some of us have other ailments that procured and activated the virus to affect us a certain way. You know, maybe tomorrow I won't be here. Maybe tomorrow you won't be here. Maybe I'll be here 10 years from now. Maybe I'll make it to 90. Who knows? But can we live for a while? Can we enjoy life? We've given up a lot in order to get to the place we are now. And now we're at the place where we're critically thinking again, in both directions. In the one direction where we think science is the all answer to everything. And the other one is to our faiths. You know, we're all moving in the directions we need to move. There are people in your lives that will walk away from you, but they were there for a moment in time. They were there for a reason. Don't be too upset for them for leaving, because they may come back. So you know what, guys? Just do your best. If you want to wear the mask, then wear it. If you want to wear the mask in a public setting, then wear it. If you don't want to wear it at home and you don't want to wear it driving, then don't. I can only tell you how I got to this point today. I got to this point today is what? Today's the 16th? March 16th, 2001. I got here because of all the indigenous blood in my body, all the European blood in my body, all the compounds of my teaching, all the compounds of my upbringing, all the traumas, all the good stuff, all the bad stuff, all the friends that I met along the way, all the friends I cut out, all the friends that cut me out. That's why I'm here today. I'm here today because of my hard-headedness, my soft heart at times, and just plain want to survive and live. Have I had COVID? I don't know. Maybe. On February, of last year, I was in the hospital. Most of you guys remember that. Most of you don't, but I didn't know what was wrong. But I was really not feeling well. Did I have my turn? Are there turns? This is just part of life, that things happen to us. Don't live in fear, my friends. That's all I'm here to tell you. Just don't be fearful on either side of the fence. If you take the virus or don't want to take the virus, don't be afraid. Don't hurt each other. We can't do that anymore. Hurting each other solves no problem, solves nothing. These hashtags, I saved a life, and you'll kill my brother, and you're my sister if you don't take the virus. That's propaganda, friends. Listen, there are people walking around who have the virus, taking the virus. There are people who, you've walked around, countless people. Some of you got sick, some of you didn't. Because that's the way life is. It will always be that way. One day you will get a cold. God forbid, Someday your stomach will be upset. One day you'll have diarrhea. One day you'll throw up. One day you don't want to eat meat. One day you want to eat vegetables. One day you want to eat everything. This is the cycles of life. We're going through cycles of life right now. Anyways, I think I made my point today. I think I got across what the mind of Iggy was rolling around in there. Continue this conversation tonight on my show. Hopefully I can get people on the air to kind of give me their feelings and their emotions about what they feel, how they feel. In April, I have a very big guest coming on, Tanya the herbalist. She'll be on the first week of April. She's a really big proponent of anti-vaxxing, and she's also a big proponent of not masking. She wears this little tag in Canada, and they have exemptions for people not to wear masks. It's going to be interesting because it's going to challenge your belief systems. It's going to challenge my belief systems. It's going to challenge me because I've never really worked with one person who's just one way and one direction on things. And, I'm kind of flexible. I try to find the common ground and understanding. She's going to challenge my belief system. She's going to challenge me. Will I challenge her? We'll see. But she's very, very big proponent in what she believes in. And she believes in it. That's the thing. You have to believe in it. But she's a big proponent without hurting people, without shaking them, without breaking them. And that's what I like about her. And that's what hopefully she brings to the show. But anyhow, you guys go on. You guys have a great day. Great rest of your week. And those of you can tune in tonight at 8 o'clock. Tune in. And we'll have fun. With that, peace and love. Ho'oponopono. Matakuyasan. It's good to be here. What is above is below. Itisikwi. And we'll see each other. My dog's ready to go back inside. All right, guys. Take care of yourselves. Hey, Lou. How are you? It's Lou, everybody.